Today the topic is wireless earbud reviews, and I'm going to start my first review with the excellent SoundPeats Engine 4. Let's go. Okay, so let's start by taking a look at these bad boys, the SoundPeats Engine 4. Here they are. Okay, so actually I want to start off by saying that SoundPeats as a brand, I think it's a brand with an excellent quality-price relationship, which is very aligned with me as a consumer. Okay. And these earbuds, the Engine 4s, are an excellent example of it. Okay, for instance, this packaging. Okay, it's a very simple yet very functional design. Okay, in my perspective at least. And SoundPeats reuses this design in several models. At least all the models I have tried from them, they all share this design, which for me is very intelligent and very efficient on their part. So love that little aspect about SoundPeats. Okay, so regarding these bad boys, we can take a quick look at them. Okay, so here is the case. It's a very glossy case, so fingerprint magnet, unfortunately. USB-C charging, no wireless charging. Okay, this is the LED to indicate the charging status. This is the Bluetooth pairing button. And here are the bad boys. Okay. Currently mine are using an aftermarket ear tip. Okay, these are excellent to use aftermarket ear tips on. Okay, which is awesome. Touch controls, they are a bit on the chunky side, but extremely comfortable. And this is the dual driver design, as we will see soon enough. Okay, and this is the LED to indicate the earbud charge. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's start by doing a preliminary analysis based on their specifications alone. Okay, so to start off, these earbuds have a dual dynamic driver setup. Okay, so it's a 10mm and a 6mm dynamic driver. The 10mm is for the bass and the 6mm is for the remaining frequencies. Okay, so there is a clear potential to have a better sound quality than earbuds that have only a single driver. Okay. In terms of frequency ranges, so this can reproduce sounds from 20 Hz up to 40 kilohertz. Okay, so that tells us that it has a very good coverage of the human hearing spectrum. Okay, which in average is around 20 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Although that's only an average, because there are humans that can pick up less than 20 Hz and more than 20 kilohertz. Just for the fact that these are able to reproduce sounds over 20 kilohertz and actually up to 40 kilohertz is a very good strong point for them as well in the sound department. Bluetooth 5.3, so it's the latest version, so it's always a good thing. Audio codecs, this has SBC, AAC, and LDAC. SBC and AAC, it's the current standard. Okay, in which AAC it's the superior codec between SBC and AAC. And LDAC, it's a high definition or a high resolution codec, okay? It's this one over here, high res audio, okay? And in terms of all three codecs, it is the best codec for sound quality. Touch controls, very easy to operate, okay? Very easy to register these touch controls, a very large surface area, so it's great. Battery life, 12.5 hours on the earbuds, plus 43 hours in the case. So in terms of wireless earbuds, these values are excellent. Like, they are top of the line. Okay. In comparison, for example, you can consider normal earbuds that have like 6 hours on the earbuds plus 24 hours in the case. Okay, so about half of what these can achieve. Charging time, 2 hours on the earbuds plus 2 hours in the case. So basically this means no fast charging, okay? So you cannot just plug this in for 10 minutes and get 2 hours of runtime, unfortunately. But regarding the 2 hours of charge time, given that they have such good battery life, it's not that bad actually. It's actually good. Several earbuds with half the autonomy that these have, half the battery life that these have, take about the same 2 hours to charge. So this is actually pretty good. USB-C charging, okay, as we have already seen. So no wireless charging, that's okay. So for me, at least personally, I always use USB charging because wireless charging is much slower than the charging by cable. Okay. They do have a gaming mode. Okay, so basically it's the mysterious low latency mode, probably at the cost of sound quality or an extra battery consumption, or both. Okay, unfortunately, neither SoundPeats nor the other brands that I usually test, I've never once saw they explicitly say what are the downsides of enabling gaming mode. Okay, so the jury is still out on that one. Multi-point connectivity, okay, so they support up to 2 devices connected at the same time. However, you can only use SBC or AAC audio codecs. LDAC does not work on multi-point, okay? So, in my opinion, if you like sound, always prefer LDAC over multi-point, okay? Use multi-point only if absolutely necessary for your use case. And finally, IPX4 protection, okay? Basically, this is the standard protection, okay? So light splashes and sweat are okay. You can train with them, go to the gym, run with them, no problem. Don't go to the swimming pool. Don't dive with them, or don't soak them with water, and you will be fine. So that's just the basic preliminary analysis that we can do just based on the specifications alone, okay, without any testing, and that has already provided us with very useful information. Oh, by the way, if you're liking the video, help a guy out. Subscribe to the channel and press the like button, okay? Thanks. Back to the video. Okay, so on to our proper review now. Okay, so we start off with the sound review or the listening score, and after that we have the microphone score, okay? So if you haven't seen yet how I review earbuds. Okay, I'll leave a link to that specific video in the video description. Okay, but basically you have two scores: the listening score for the audio output part and the microphone score for the audio input part. Okay, so regarding the listening score, you have three critical aspects, okay, which make up for 75% of the whole score, and then lesser aspects which sum up to 25% of the whole score. Okay, I'm not going to get into detail with any of these. Okay, if you want to check each of these aspects out in greater detail, go check that video that I left in the video description. Okay, so let's start with sound quality. Okay, 50% of the listening score is sound quality. Okay, and in this case, in case of these earbuds, it's a 9 out of 10. So excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, I can't stress this enough. These earbuds are some of the best sounding earbuds I have ever tested, period. Okay, and I have several of these of earbuds, not these, but earbuds. Okay, so for any kind of music, all frequency ranges are very well defined and very well balanced, okay, across all frequencies. Excellent. Okay, next aspect, comfort. It's an 8 out of 10. Okay, it's very, very good. Okay, in my particular case, they fit like a glove. Okay, make sure you use the right ear tip size for your own ears. Okay, because this is obviously a very subjective aspect, the comfort. Okay, but in my case, fits like a glove. Very, very good. Okay, you can train with them, you can run with them. It does stick out of the ear just a little bit more than usual. Okay, so for side sleeping, it's a no-go. Okay, the only big downside I have with them is actually regarding the case, because they don't always connect the first time when you drop them into the case. Sometimes they have like a bad connection, okay, with these pins, and so when you close them up, when you close the case, they remain connected to your device, either a smartphone, tablet, whatever. Okay, so do make sure that they are properly connected before closing that case. Okay, 8 out of 10, very good comfort. Okay, next aspect, volume, 9 out of 10. Okay, so excellent, more than enough to make your ears bleed. Okay, of course that's not the objective here. You can make sure that you do have the proper listening experience that you want to have with these. There's nothing more annoying that trying to go up just a little bit in terms of volume and you are already at maximum level. Okay, so with these, that's not going to happen. Next aspect, battery life. It's a 9 out of 10. Okay, exceptional. Okay, top of the line. So 2.5 hours on the buds and 43 hours on the case. It's excellent. Okay, next aspect, ANC, so active noise cancelling. It doesn't have it, so it's a 0. As I already said, I don't care that much for ANC in these kinds of of headphones. So the earbuds, especially the in-ear kind, they already provide us with a great passive seal. So for me, ANC and these things are not that important. Okay, for me it's more important to have ANC in those big ones, those over-the-ear headphones. Those ones I do value the ANC. In these in-ear earbuds, for me, honestly, not. I don't really care actually, but it may be important to someone else. For me, not that much. Okay, next we have ear tip replacement. So it's a 9 out of 10. Excellent. Okay. So these guys have round canals. Let me just take this off. Okay. So these guys have round canals. Okay, instead of oval ones, for example. Those are much harder to find proper ear tips for using third-party or aftermarket ear tips. Okay, if you have round canals, much easier. Okay, so perfect. They fit right in. Okay, and as I already said, the case is also very good in fitting larger, okay, and deeper ear tips. Not all cases allow this, but this one does, so excellent. Okay. Next aspect, personalized EQ or custom EQ. It's an 8 out of 10. Okay, it's very good. It has a 10-band EQ. It's well distributed among the frequency range, although the frequency values themselves for each slider are fixed, so I cannot have custom values per slider. But as I said, they have a 10-band EQ, which is great. Other earbuds have 4 or 6 or 8-band EQs. This one has 10, and it is pretty much well distributed among the frequency range, so it's an 8 out of 10. Next aspect, control usability and range. It's a 9 out of 10, so this is excellent. Okay. The controls, as I already said, the controls are very responsive. Okay, the touch control with a very good and large surface area is very responsive. Okay, they register the controls very well, and they pretty much enable you to control everything about the buds without the app, so just using these physical touch controls. Okay, actually I'm trying to remember if there is something that you cannot control with these. I do think that you can control mostly everything with these. Okay, so excellent. Next aspect, high-res codecs or high-definition codecs. It's a 9 out of 10. So basically they do have LDAC, which is currently the best high-res codec. Okay, nothing more to say about this, really. Next aspect, we've got multi-point connectivity. It's an 8 out of 10. Okay, it's pretty good. It can be connected up to 2 devices simultaneously. Okay, so currently I would say that is standard. Okay, for multi-point connectivity. The transition between devices, it's instantaneous, so it's very, very good. The only disadvantage about multi-point in these is actually the lack of LDAC support. So you cannot use them in conjunction with LDAC. You can only use them with SPC or AAC. Prefer AAC to SPC if you like audio quality. That's just a side note. Next aspect, gaming mode. It's an 8 out of 10. Okay, so it does support the dedicated low latency mode. Okay, from my personal perception, I haven't noted any latency whatsoever using gaming mode. I haven't done any high level analytical testing to measure milliseconds. Okay, I just did the personal perception test, which for me in this case makes a little bit more sense. The only downside is, as I already mentioned before, I'm almost certain that this sacrifices either audio quality or battery life or both. Okay, next aspect we have control customization, and that is a 0. It doesn't have any control customization, and unfortunately this is a big negative point for me. Okay, and also unfortunately this is actually common to every SoundPeats earbud I've already tested, and as I already said, I've tested a lot of them. Okay, and neither one of them has control customization, unfortunately. Okay, so they do give you all the flexibility to control everything or almost everything out of the box, but you do have to use it as SoundPeats intended, and you cannot customize it, unfortunately. Okay, that's life. Next aspect, fast charging. It's a 5 out of 10. Okay, so it doesn't have fast charging, but it's not slow in its regular charging speed. Okay, especially for that big battery life that it has. So 12.5 hours on the buds plus 43 hours on the case, 2 hours in charging. It's not that bad. So it's a 5 out of 10. It's half the score. I think that's fair. Next aspect, Find My Device, 0. It doesn't have it. So Find My Device or Find My Earbuds, it's that feature where you can go up to the app, and if these are still connected via Bluetooth, you can go up to the app and say find my buds or find my device, and they will start beeping, and you can find them like under your pillow or something. Okay, this doesn't have it, unfortunately. Next aspect, in-ear detection, 0 out of 10. It doesn't have it. Okay, so in-ear detection is that thing where you are listening to music, for example, and you take one earbud off, the music automatically pauses, and then you put the earbud back on and the playing resumes. Okay, this doesn't have it. And finally, the last aspect, wireless charging, 0 out of 10. It doesn't have it. So as we already said, it only charges via USB-C. And that is it for the listening score. Let's go straight to the microphone score. Okay, the microphone score only has one aspect, which is microphone and call quality. Okay, and in this case it's a 5 out of 10. Okay, so it's half the score. Unfortunately, this is really one of the weaker points in this earbud package. Okay, unfortunately, the microphone works very well in controlled environments. Okay, the sound is very crisp, very clean. Unfortunately, when you add wind noise or background noise, you just cease to be able to communicate. It's not just that you are not hearing the person very well. You cannot understand what the person is saying at all. So it's really bad, unfortunately. Okay, so it gets half the score because when you control the environment, the call is crystal clear, but put any kind of background noise or wind, and you cannot use these effectively, unfortunately. Okay, so for me, this is actually the biggest downside of this pair, and unfortunately as well, this is also a very big downside for I would say most of the SoundPeats earbuds. So it's not just this pair that has that problem. Actually, I would say almost all of the SoundPeats earbuds that I've tested share the same problem. With more or less microphones, they all share the same problem. So I don't know why, okay, but SoundPeats, you need to address this quickly. Okay, so now it's time for the final score and recommendation. The final score for listening, it's 8.12 out of 10. Excellent listening score. Okay, in terms of the microphone, we already know that the microphone score only has one aspect, which is the microphone and call quality. It gets a 5. Unfortunately, this is in fact the big downside of these earbuds. Okay, now I'm going to add the cost. By the way, this is not sponsored by SoundPeats in any way. Okay, I bought these with my own money. These are currently my favorite set of earbuds. I have several other earbuds, and these are currently my favorite. Let's add the cost, and for me, I paid about 47 euros. Okay, which for the price and the listening quality that you are getting, this is awesome, excellent. Okay, I want to make that clear, crystal clear. Now, to get our cost per quality, we will divide the cost of 47 euros by the respective final score. So we'll divide 47 euros for the 8.12 of the listening score and by 5 of the microphone score, and we will get the cost per quality of 5.79 euros for listening and 9.4 euros for microphone. Okay, by itself, either of these values don't give us a lot of information, but these values will be very useful when we use them to compare with other reviews, okay, which also will have this cost per quality. And obviously the pair of earbuds which reduces this value will be the better quality price relationship for each category, either for listening or for microphone. Okay, so finally, what is my recommendation for the SoundPeats Engine 4? Is there any doubt? It's an A. Get it now if you can. These are exceptional quality price relationship earbuds. Exceptional. For the sound quality alone, they are mind-blowing. Okay? The only problem I really have with these earbuds is that damn microphone quality, unfortunately. But for the sound alone, get them. You won't regret it. And that's it. I hope this was useful to you. Please leave your feedback and share your ideas and opinions in the comments. If you want to be up to date with the next videos, namely more earbud reviews, you can subscribe to the channel and click that like button. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.